NASCAR is brought to you by DeWalt.
Here comes Mayfield. He closes in on Earnhardt. He is on the back bumper. Gives him a nudge. Earnhardt flies up the track. Here comes Mayfield for the lead as Earnhardt almost hits the wall in three.
Mayfield will come underneath Earnhardt off the final quarter. His hand is out the window at the checkered flag. Jeremy Mayfield is going to win the Pocono 500.
Yes, that was last month. I'm Tony Delahunty. This is our review of NASCAR Winston Cup Round 19, Pocono, Pennsylvania. One man who will be certainly hoping to get his revenge will be Dale Earnhardt. Car number 3 there, the Chevrolet, after being taken out on the very final lap. Well, we'll have a look at the grid in just a moment as they're coming out. And the man in pole position, Tony Stewart, record lap, his first pole of the 2000 season. Rusty Wallace, twice a Pennsylvania 500 winner, on the front row with him. Then Mark Martin, alongside Mark Martin, the man who won the last time, Jeremy Mayfield. Jeff Gordon, row 3 with a Chevrolet. Jerry Nadeau, also Chevrolet. Bill Elliott, row 4. He's won 4 times here. And the man who won at Daytona, Jeff Burton. Then Johnny Benson and Steve Park. Park 6 top 10 finishes in 2000. Dale Jarrett, twice Pennsylvania 500 winner. Then the next row 7, Bobby Labonte and Ricky Rudd. Labonte, the current Winston Cup leader. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will have to go to the back with his car because he is in the replacement car, had a crash earlier. Joe Nemechek with the Chevrolet. Mike Skinner and Dave Blaney. Then Brett Brodine and Robert Presley. Brett Brodine, 9 top 10 finishes here at Pocono. Row 11, Michael Waltrip and Terry Labonte. Labonte will be replaced by Rich Bickle after it gets underway. Kevin LePage and Matt Kenseth, the top rookie. Ran fast in the free hour here earlier. Dale Earnhardt. There's a man on a mission, Ted Musgrave. Row 14, Kenny Wallace and Jimmy Spencer. Chevrolet and Ford. Ken Schrader in the Pontiac. Chad Little with the Ford. Row 16 is Wally Dallenbach and Kyle Petty. Then Scott Pruitt and Sterling Marlin, row 17. 11 top 10s here. Sterling Marlin has Rick Mast and Elliott Sadler bring up row 18. Ward Burton and Bobby Hamilton, row 19. Graduate Stacey Compton, row 20. Mike Bliss alongside him. And it's Darrell Waltrip and Ed Berriere. And Dave Masters making his 41st Pocono start. 200 laps, 500 miles, 2.5 mile track. The pole speed, a record one, 172.391 miles per hour. And the pit window, as you see there, between 35 and 38 laps. Well, our onboards, it's going to be very interesting indeed. We've got Dale Earnhardt Jr., who of course will have to drop to the back and go in the backup car. Bobby Labonte, the current Winston Cup Championship leader. First we're aboard with Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the moment, and then it will show you Bobby Labonte. Bobby, we're on board with Dale Jarrett too. 2 times Pocono winner. The last 2 times here he's been runner-up. Jeff Burton, 99, a Daytona winner a little while ago. We're on board with Mick Martin. Mark Martin, forgive me, and Rusty Wallace, twice a Pennsylvania 500 winner, and the very much on form Tony Stewart, 3 wins in the last 6 races. Rusty Wallace, by the way, it's the 8th front row start of the season with the Ford. For Tony Stewart, the first pole of the 2000 season. Jeremy Mayfield, number 12 to watch for, favourite in many ways, won back here in June. Jeff Gordon is a 3-time Pocono winner. Jerry Nadeau, could it be his first Winston Cup? Well, we're about to be underway. The pace car has peeled off and the green flag is waved, and away they go for 500 miles here in Pennsylvania. And already we can see that right at the front, Rusty Wallace and Tony Stewart. But it's Rusty Wallace with the early lead. And Wallace giving a declaration intent right from the beginning. Jeremy Mayfield in 3rd position. Already a lot of manoeuvring coming from the back. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has got to come right from the back, and they'll be intending to do just that. Still Wallace though. And everybody through the first lap quite safely. Jerry Nadeau at the moment is running in 5th place as Wallace leads car 20 of Tony Stewart. I don't know how long that camera is going to be there for. And still Rusty Wallace. All the straights of varying different lengths, all the corners with different camera angles to the corners. And one very special corner called the tunnel. One of the trickiest corners in NASCAR. We're on board with Tony Stewart, and that's the classification after the first lap completed. Wallace, Stewart and Mayfield. You'll get that frequently in the program if you look in the top left-hand corner. Only 3 retirements out of the 43 starters so far. And that's his Ricky Rudd. He's definitely hit the wall, and that's happened about 150 yards further on. Quick flash of flame there. We'll go back with our camera in a moment and have a look at exactly what happened. The tyre is completely deflated. That's the least of his problems. And Ricky Rudd has had a big one there. Can you see those marks along the circuit? And you'll see where those marks end. And they ended with a very big bang indeed. He's bringing it back. The yellow flags will be out. And there it is. That's where he hammered against the wall. And the wall won. So Ricky Rudd, the Ford, making his way back into the pit road very slowly indeed. The team somewhat disconsolate. Who can blame them? Well, at least with an impact which could have been very, very fast indeed. He's okay. Managed to squiff it off the wall rather than perhaps go head in. And there he is. There's the look at it again. And some evidence of the strength of these cars. Ouch. Well, the yellow flag is out. As Ricky Rudd makes his way in. Well, this Winston Cup round is having its fair share of dramas. Jeff Burton into the pits. And we can do the same thing again. Burton, Johnny Benson and Dale Earnhardt all coming in there together. Top screen, Burton with the Ford. Johnny Benson with the Pontiac. And it looks like there's a slight modification by accident to the front of Burton's car. Bobby Labonte we're with now in 7th place. I'll keep you updated all the time if there's any change. Dale Jarrett in 5th. We'll get good championship chasing points for Dale Jarrett, but he's not going to win this one. unless something really odd happens. And Mayfield still, well, they're holding on to him, and maybe they've decided the best thing to do is to try and draw each other along. But Mayfield doesn't look at all troubled, and those two look like they're about to go at it hammer and tongue again. That's Dale Earnhardt. Earnhardt really no longer in this after shredding the tyre. Drop to 13. Of course, Tony Stewart there for the moment. There's his car looking a bit dinted, to say the least. 7 to go. Earnhardt, by the way, down in 25th now. A lap down on the leader, as was Tony Stewart. Dallin back out. Now, Privet out, Masters out, Rudd out, Hamilton out. So the race really proving its attrition now with 6 to go, and there is the leader, and they're the battling duo behind. There's just under a second between Mayfield and Wallace, and a tad less than that between Wallace and the hard charging man just behind him. Still Mayfield though. 15 miles of Pocono between him and the flag. And Rusty Wallace keeping him very much in sight, keeping him very honest at the moment. Mayfield will be making certain he gets every corner absolutely right. And you can get a view of Mayfield from Rusty Wallace's point of view now. Bobby Labonte, with 5 laps to go, he's back in 7th place. Good points for Labonte. Jeff Burton in 3rd place, would like to get past Rusty Wallace if he could. I wonders if he could he make any impression on Jeremy Mayfield? And there they are, the 3 in the frame. They're not dropping any further behind. All over him as the man in 3rd position. And Jeremy Mayfield, the man in the front spot. And again, you can see just how close these cars are together. Closed on the 1 lap, but Mayfield looking like he's giving nothing away and maybe easing the elastic out just a little bit on that lap, while these two come closer together yet again. And Mayfield will, all going through his mind now, just keep it neat, keep it tidy, keep it tight. And Rusty Wallace will be hoping for a mistake while not being able to make one himself. Because while he wants to chase after the leader, he certainly won't want to give the 2nd place away either. And that 2nd place being had a look at now, and they are very, very close together. And the 99 car looks like he might well get through. Jeff Burton asking all the questions, trying to slip down the inside. 2 laps to go. Is he going to manage to get through? Oh, and he just right the way across his nose goes Rusty Wallace. Slams the door firmly shut on him. And while that shenanigans is going on, that allows again the leader to just pull maybe a car length or 2, or maybe even 3. But again, looking down that inside, the question's really being asked by Jeff Burton there. The Ford driver down the inside, they're trying to get through. But then again, that door just slides shut again on the next corner. And that is allowing, as you can see, Jeremy Mayfield is getting exactly what he wants at the moment. He's being allowed to pull away. The flag is getting nearer to his grasp all the time. And those back two are being forced to battle, looking to see which of them can get the 2nd place. And the man who certainly wants it is Jeff Burton. On to the last lap. That's the white flag to show it. It looks like Mayfield. He's going to make it 2 victories in succession at Pocono, but those 2 behind are battling, and they're still battling, and they're still trying to claw him in, but Jeremy Mayfield is up there at the front. And these two are still hammer and tongues at it. The beast up near him. They're much nearer to him. Now, what is the situation there? Look, they're going to pass it. Mayfield must have a problem. Mayfield has a tyre problem. Well, they say it's never over till the fat lady sings. Well, it's not a fat lady that's singing, but it's the man who's got the lead of the motor race now, and that's Rusty Wallace. Wallace leading from Jeff Burton, who probably can't do anything about it, and Jeremy Mayfield certainly can't do anything about it. A one-stage hero, and it's slipping away to zero. There's the flag. Rusty Wallace takes it. And look at the delight in the team crew there of Rusty Wallace. Jeff Burton will take second place, Gordon third, Jarrett fourth, Kenseth fifth. Oh, sad for Jeremy Mayfield, who finishes 10. Here's Rusty Wallace.
It was just Team Penske the last half. Jeremy's car was great. My car felt really good, and he had a little problem there at the end, and I was able to take advantage, and that's it. But we were bumper to bumper. Boy, Jeff Burton run me hard, too. It felt good, though, to finally get the 51st victory, get 2 this year, and now people can quit asking me, hey, Rusty, when are you going to get your next victory?
Fourth here at Pocono. You look at the unofficial top 10.
Well, what can we say? That was a fantastic end to a race. Unless your name is Jeremy Mayfield. Well, the point standing after the round 19. Bobby Labonte with 2,825 points. Dale Jarrett, 53 adrift. He's closing in. Dale Earnhardt, 107 adrift. Jeff Burton, 201 adrift. And Wallace, Stewart, Burton, Gordon, Martin and Rudd. Just about everybody enjoyed that, except perhaps Mr. Mayfield. But maybe